Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'll be showing you how to one tap by dragging down and up. Now what I want you to do is take a look at my fire button. You see the way I drag it down and up, down and up. That is another way you can one tap. Most people just drag it up by aiming below the person's body. But if you want to drag it down and up, your aim should be above the person's body. If you don't the person's head or the person's body, just a little bit above the person's body, just like that, and drag it down and up. But your dragging shouldn't be much. You shouldn't struggle with dragging when the enemy is far away. When the enemy is far away, just drag it a little bit. But when the enemy is close, you can drag it a lot. You should drag it with force when the enemy is this close. You should drag it with force. This is how a lot of people just kill you once when you think that they are using hack. But they are not actually using hack. They are just one tapping you. But the disadvantage is that if you are too close, it will make it very difficult. So you should try creating space. Try creating space before you try to one tap. That is, if it is possible to create a space, then create a space. Then if you are too close, it will make it very difficult, too difficult to one tap. That is for you that is not used to it. But if you are far away, it will make it very, very easy to one tap somebody in with this process. The other ways are too hard for most people to figure it out. But this way is the easiest one tapping way. Aim above the person's head and drag it down and up. And remember, this is training ground. But if in a rematch, if the person is running to the left, you aim above the person's head, then drag it down. But when dragging it back up, drag it to the position the person is running. If the person is running to the left, drag it down up a little bit to the left. You're dragging back up should be a little bit to the left. But when you're dragging this down, drag it normal. But if the person is running to the right, drag it down, then drag it up to the upright. The upright. That is how you can one tap using this process. Now remember I said aim above the person's head and it must be showing red. The red must show. If it's on white, you can't one tap that way. It must be showing red when you aim above the person's head, then drag it down and up. Most people don't know that you can actually use a woodpecker M500, which is the gun I just finished using. I was a pistol. This is a woodpecker. I'm using a woodpecker right now, and it looks so easy. You can also use AC80, which is this gun I'm using right now. And AC is a little bit difficult to one tap because the drag is much. Like when you're dragging it, the bullet just flies away. But if you drag it just a little, just drag it a little bit, then you can one tap. If you drag it too much when the enemy is far, it will make your one tap difficult. When the enemy is close, you can drag it a lot. But when the enemy is far, just drag it a little bit. That is how you can use this kind of gun to one tap. Now there are a lot of guns you can use to one tap. Most people just think it's Desert Eagle or this pistol or a woodpecker. You can actually use a Groza to one tap. You can use a Groza and you can use a shotgun to one tap. And you can use an you can use these guns to one tap. I'm going to show you how to do it. Yes, I'm going to show you how to use a Groza. Let me just acquire a Groza there. Now you can also use, let me buy a Desert Eagle too, so I can see how Desert Eagle is so easy. Now a Groza damage is 203, which is why I say you can one tap with it. A headshot of a Groza is 203. So let's practice it here so you can see for yourself. Now remember, aim above the person's head, drag down and up. Most times if I don't have a Desert Eagle or a woodpecker, I just get a Groza and I one tap my way out. The, the damage is 203, which is why you can aim above the person's head, drag it down and up. Now what you do is take a look at my fire button. You see the way I'm dragging according to the distance. When the enemy is far, I drag just a little bit, but when the enemy is close, I drag it a lot. If you drag it too much when the enemy is far, you will miss all your shots. If you drag it too much when the enemy is far, just drag it a little, just a little bit. When the enemy is close, then you can drag it a lot. When the enemy is close, just like this. You can use a grozer. You can also use a shotgun to one tap. But let me show you when you want to one tap. Desert Eagle is the gun for you. Desert Eagle is the most easiest gun you can use to one tap. When you one tap with the Desert Eagle, you play like a pro. So my recommendation is a Desert Eagle. Remember, aim above the person's head, drag down and up. One thing about the Desert Eagle is that sometimes when you drag wrongly, it will still give a headshot. It will still one tap the person. So I recommend Desert Eagle for you when trying to one tap. The damage rate is very high, which is impossible for the person to survive. Now I'm going to show you how you can use a shotgun to one tap. Many people don't know this, but you can use a shotgun to one tap. Now I'll just go here and acquire a shotgun. But there's one more gun you can also use to one tap. I've shown you a lot of guns and I'm going to show you one more. Just look for it. Look for it. Gun here. Here. Ah, there it is. There you go. Now take a look at the gun well. You see this gun here? Yeah, that gun. You can use it to one tap somebody and a shotgun too. Now this video I'm going to be showing you how to use a shotgun easily. Most people just aim as the body of an enemy when they see an enemy, which is why the enemy will survive even if you give him 4 bullets to the body because he's putting on a vest, so it will make it difficult for the enemy to die. So what you will do is that you get close to the enemy with your shotgun. Remember, you cannot shoot from a far distance. You cannot shoot from with a shotgun. You can't shoot from a far distance. It won't work. You cannot one tap from it. When the enemy is close, you can one tap the enemy. Aim above the person's head, then drag down and up. You will get the person once. Even if the first bullet doesn't kill the person, the second bullet will definitely kill the person. But if you just aim on the person's body, it will take you at least 3 or 4 shots to kill the person. But when the person is close to you, you can just one tap the person normally. If the enemy is far, try as much as possible to get close to the enemy because you are holding a shotgun. So you must be close to the enemy and then you aim above his head, then drag down and up to one tap the enemy using a shotgun. That is how you can one tap with a shotgun. It's so easy when you think of one tapping. If you just aim on the person's body, it will go to the vest. But no matter the helmet, the shotgun will destroy it. So just most likely use a shotgun to one tap the enemy at close range. That is how you one tap.